Good evening, this is James. Who's up for Disney World this Thursday? I mentioned this in my last video. A few of us, me and so far, who have we got so far? We've got me, we've got ToLokyo, we've got that Japanese girl, Wizleet. Those are the names that I can remember who have said they would come. And anyone who's interested in joining us to appear in Fatblueman's latest Christmas collab, or anyone who's just interested in spending an evening at Disneyland, come on down to Tokyo Disneyland. Now, my own plans for getting there with the camera, I'm going to be at just outside the ticket gate at Maihama Station by 7 o'clock, and at 7 o'clock I'm going to leave Maihama Station and go into the park. And the whole time I'm going to be twittering my location. See, Give Me a Break Man was wondering about what you could use Twitter for. That's one thing it's good for. If you're trying to coordinate with a bunch of people about where to be or where you are, Twitter can be useful for something like that. So, gonna go into the park, and if anyone's not able to get a ticket ahead of time, you might have to wait in line. That's okay. If anyone wants to get there like at 6 o'clock and go in for the after 6 pass, like right at 6 o'clock. I'm only saying 7 o'clock because that's the only earliest I can get there. But if anyone wants to go in at 7 o'clock, that's okay. Or at 6 o'clock, that's okay. If anyone wants to go in for the whole day, that's just fine too. I'll be twittering my location so you can find... Oh, who's that? Oh, Crappy Cartoons. I know it was only a dream. Ooh, interesting. Anyways, yeah, I've got Twitter running here in the task tray, displaying messages from Crappy Cartoons and BBC World, but anyways, so I'm thinking of 2 shots basically. One of us dancing in front of the big Christmas tree in the middle, or at least just one shot of us dancing around. Maybe a few shots of us dancing around in front of a few Disney, well, recognizable Disney locales. And one more shot I want to get, if anyone's interested, is basically of all of us on Splash Mountain, just headbanging along with Fatblueman's. There's this one part at the beginning. Do I have it? Yes. No, wait. That's the last one. Okay, I don't have the latest one in iTunes yet, but I will fix that soon. And there's this one part at the beginning of the song where Jingle Bells, where he's singing Jingle Bells, where the whole chorus is singing Jingle Bells. Everyone in the band is singing Jingle Bells. And I was thinking it might be cool if we were all on Splash Mountain, because that's probably one of the only rides where it's possible to shoot on, because it's not completely dark like, say, Pirates of the Caribbean. And they don't really like you using, like, flashes or lights or anything like that on Pirates of the Caribbean. And, let's see, Thunder Mountain and Space Mountain. Well, Space Mountain is too dark to begin with, and it's too fast and too wild. And Thunder Mountain is also kind of difficult to build a groove to, because you're just being thrown around all over the place. But, Splash Mountain, on the other hand, when I went last Wednesday, it empties out at night. The line's pretty short at night, because it gets cool at night. And so people are afraid of getting wet. So the waiting time at Splash Mountain was only about 5 minutes when I went there, I guess around, 8 o'clock last time. So it's one of the easiest, most fun rides to get on at night. So it might be nice to have a little headbanging shot of as many people as possible on Splash Mountain. And a few of us dancing around at various locations. But nothing like super coordinated or super difficult. And anyone who's just wants to go and, you know, show up for one shot, that's fine. Whatever you feel like doing, that's totally cool. And I did some looking into getting tickets ahead of time. Apparently, if you want to get a ticket ahead of time, the easiest thing to do, or the easiest place to do it, is at a Disney store. And I'm going to put a link in the sidebar. Let's see, would it be... No, it'd be that way, wouldn't it? Yeah. No, damn, I'm going to get this wrong. Yeah, it'd be that way. I'm pretty sure it'd be that way, or if you're viewing this in HD, it'd be down there somewhere. So anyways, Disney Store, you can get tickets in advance. To get into the park, there's 2 big lines you have to deal with. One is to pay for tickets, and one is to run your ticket through a little machine so you can get into the park. You can skip the paying for tickets line if you get a ticket in advance at a Disney store. If you can't do that, if you just show up at 7 o'clock or earlier or a bit later, that's fine too. Once again, what I'm going to be doing is, and I'm only saying 7 o'clock because that's the earliest I can get there from work, but at 7, well, I'm going to be, like, just outside the ticket gate at Maihama Station by 7 o'clock, and at 7 o'clock I'm going to head into the park with the camera and hopefully get some shots of people dancing around to Fatblueman's other Christmas song. So, I'll see you all at Disney then.